Well, we actually surprised ourselves and started the Court of Gold documentary on Netflix. And I've kind of been ho-hum about this documentary when I first found out it was coming out. One, because I thought it was entirely about USA basketball. I thought it was all Team USA focused, and I prefer my documentaries to have a little time to simmer. I don't know if you remember when the 2024 Olympics were, but it was summer 2024, which is less than 6 months ago, because it's February 2025. And so it's been a short amount of time since we watched Team USA win a 5th straight gold medal in basketball. However, this documentary is not just about USA basketball. It is also about the teams who were perceived to be some of those closest to challenging Team USA at these Olympics. So it ends up being France, Canada, and Serbia. And the director said that Serbia ended up beating out teams like Germany and Greece because of Nikola Jokic and because they were making a run and because of the history of the country. And there's a lot of historical context from all of these nations throughout the course of the documentary. And even though you know that the end is going to be USA basketball winning another gold medal and Steph Curry going night-night and Kevin Durant being awesome, the journey to get there is really, really great storytelling. Like, we are only 2 episodes in, but I am enthralled with this documentary. If you're a basketball fan, if you're a sports fan, if you're a fan of America, it has made me feel patriotic. I'm out there yelling at the other countries between the 4-nation face-off and the upcoming USA-Canada game and how they're depicting USA versus France and the rivalry of USA and Canada that continues to grow with more and more Canadian influence coming into the NBA. Like, I'm feeling patriotic. I want to stand up and watch USA win another gold medal, which you're going to get to see in the context of the documentary. But I really love this idea of essentially like the 1992 Dream Team lighting this spark that originally leads to the growth of global basketball in the early 2000s. But now those global players inspired this next group, be it the Jokic, the Lukas, Giannis, you have Wemby, you have even Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being Canadian and an MVP frontrunner this year. And you tie all of that into what happened at this year's Olympics, and it feels like a little time capsule of this critical moment in the sport where America was able to hold off the world one more time, but it was not guaranteed. Like, they had to call in the Avengers. We talked about it constantly. LeBron and Steph and KD all come and try to save USA basketball from falling to the world one summer too soon. And the accessibility of this documentary, like the access that they were able to get, I think it's some of the greatest that we've ever seen. Like, it feels like true fly on the wall. You're able to get all of these players from a true, this is who they are, be it Anthony Edwards is psychotic. Like, you have Anthony Edwards talking to Barack Obama saying, I'm the truth, and like no qualms about it. Like, this is the former president of the United States. He's also one of the producers of the documentary, but Anthony Edwards is just talking his talk. You have Tyrese Halliburton sipping on a Shirley Temple, which I do think was my favorite moment of the first 2 episodes so far, is Tyrese Halliburton having a Shirley Temple, and Anthony Edwards asks him what he's drinking and thought it was a strawberry lemonade, and Halliburton's like, no, it's a Shirley Temple. He's like, I gotta get myself one of those. We don't drink enough Shirley Temples as adults in this world. We should have recess, and we should have Shirley Temples.
It's because Shirley Temples aren't free refills, and they're like $4.
But a glass of wine is also not a free refill. Why are we constantly going for the alcohol over the Shirley Temple?
Because of the...
This is where my brain went.
Because of the buzz?
Yeah, but
Like,
Shirley Temple, a good Shirley Temple
wine
gives you a
isn't
crispy
good.
buzz.
You're
Wine
drinking.
is very good.
Hot take, none of these liquors are good. We're just doing
Wine
it
is
for the
good.
buzz.
It's a grape juice.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's way too tart
made
and
from the
bitter.
grapes.
Even the sweet stuff is way too tart and bitter for it to be good.
Fine. But what I really appreciate about this documentary, I thought it was just going to be USA basketball propaganda, Team USA propaganda, but it's really not. Like, it's a complete picture of world basketball at this stage. You have Victor Wembanyama sitting on a chair so that the interviewer could be at eye contact with him. You have RJ Barrett talking about how Steve Nash is his godfather and the connectivity there. I didn't know that. Cool little story. And listening to RJ Barrett talk about it. I'm sure they talked about it at some point.
I feel like they brought it up when he was drafted.
Probably, but you know those things
Maple
come
Mamba
in and out.
and all of that type of stuff, yeah.
But even having just like a greater look at inside a Serbia basketball practice. Like, I had never watched a Serbia basketball practice before. And we've gone through 2 episodes. I have not yet heard one sit-down interview with LeBron James, and I think that's a good thing. Like, this isn't a LeBron-centric documentary. It has a little bit for everyone. And I know the clip of Kevin Durant was going viral where he is crying and gets emotional, and it's very sweet. But I also watched it and said, I think outside of the Memphis Grizzlies, I think Kevin Durant's my favorite current basketball player. Like, he is so interesting to listen to. He's funny. He's witty. France is out here chatting about how USA doesn't have any chemistry compared, and KD's like, okay, cool. Hope your chemistry helps guard Steph Curry when Steph Curry's hot. And he's all about it. He's a true hooper. Everyone talks about that. That man just loves basketball. But I felt like the inside access of getting to know more about these players was something that was very cool. So I highly recommend checking out Court of Gold. I'm 2 episodes in. My only qualm, it's 6 episodes long. I do not need a 6-episode series. 6 is long, but the director said they left nothing entertaining out of it. And if you're not going to leave anything entertaining, if you're not going to use the edit button, you're going to get a 6-episode docuseries.
The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m.